Right, so I'm at serious crossroads with the portability of some of these consoles. They all have their benefits and they all have their flaws. Um, I really, really want to love the Switch. I really, really do. I mean, the games are coming thick and fast for it. During its lifespan, it's gonna be incredible. I think with the amount of games coming. But there's a serious problem with it in the fact that it's supposed to be portable, and personally, I can't hold that device for long periods of time. My hands go numb, they tingle. Um, and if you dock it to the TV, using these Joy-Con controllers is incredibly twitchy. It's designed for tiny hands. I haven't got a Pro controller, so I'm assuming things would clear up a lot better with that. But I'm talking about like the basic what you get with the consoles. So portability wise, it ain't as portable as you'd think because you can't play it for long periods. The fact that it stands up, the screen stands up and allows multiple, like 2 players at a time, I think that's pretty incredible, and that really does change the dynamic of the portable device. So it does have its perks, but I really do wish it was the size of the Vita. Now that is perfect size for my hands. I love the comfort of it, and to be honest, it's the perfect form factor for what I'm looking for. So personally, I'm actually hoping that they make a smaller Switch. Personally, from my point of view, I'd rather have a smaller screen, something where I can actually hold it without my hands going numb. So yeah, I mean that's where I'm at with these. I mean I love holding the Vita. There's plenty of games with Vita. The memory card issue is a huge problem for the Vita, which Nintendo don't have that issue. You also got multiplayer with the Switch as well, and so you've got Fortnite and whatnot, so you can play online with that. But then you go over to the Wii U. Now, and this is where it gets a bit crazy because you're looking at about 280 for the Switch. Well, you can get a Wii U for about £80, and the games are only sort of £10 a game. You're getting some of the best Nintendo Switch games actually on the Wii U. So for the price, what I'm getting at here is for the price of the Switch, you can have a Wii U and a Vita. So you've got portability around the home, and you've got TV connectivity because you've got the Wii U. That's fantastic. So you're getting the perks of what the Switch brings you at home. On the go, you've got your Vita. So you've got PlayStation games. You've actually got a mixture of PlayStation games and Nintendo, which is fantastic because you've got Nintendo at home, PlayStation there. I don't have a PlayStation 4 currently, but you can connect it to the PlayStation 4 and use it as a second controller. From what I understand, you can also mirror it to the Vita, so you can play the games on it. And that brings up a whole load of options, doesn't it? I mean, you've also got trophies, which is one thing missing from Nintendo, is the fact that you don't have sort of trophies on the you don't have a trophy system. So that adds something to your games, I think. The fact that you can earn something as you play. But I'm just sort of missing something from all of them, really. I mean, if the Switch can just lower its form factor, that's what I'm looking for, because hopefully you'd expect the same level of power when it connects to the telly, so you wouldn't lose anything based on your performance with the TV connection, but you'd be able to hold it in a much better way. In its current state, personally, I'm happy. I'll be happy to remove the Switch, have the Vita for my Sony games, for playing out on the go. It's light. It's much lighter. I mean, it's incredibly lighter. I'd say the Switch is at least twice as heavy as the Vita. The Vita's a lot smaller, as you can tell. You know, it's really a joy. It's more comfortable. It's very flat on the back of the Switch. Very flat. The Vita has the little groove, so you can hold it a bit better, and as does the Wii U controller. So I mean, I personally think there's benefits to all. But I'm having a lot of issues with the Switch at the moment. Just portability wise, I find it's just too hard to hold. The games are incredibly expensive, or at least first party games, Nintendo own branded games. There's plenty of sales going on though, thankfully, on the digital side of things, and you can obviously grab some cheap cartridges as well. So long term, it's viable. It's hopefully it'll just go from strength to strength. I'm just hoping for like a mini version, to be honest, and I didn't think I'd be saying that, because you look at it and you think that looks glorious. But You hold it for long enough and you just kind of wish it was slightly smaller. You put it in a Vita sized handheld, and I'd be using it like crazy, to be honest. It's just not quite there for me. The Joy-Cons are they're not good for adults. They're not good for adults. You're going to have to buy another controller, so that's where it just gets steep. You're looking at $280 for the console. You're looking at another £60 for a controller. You're at £440 already before you even add in the games. You're getting a Vita for about £70 now. You've got a Wii U for about £80. So you're like 150 quid just for the two of them. Half the price of the Switch. And that's where I am. To be honest, I think anyone that's got these two devices without the Switch will be more than happy, because you're getting a lot of Nintendo games. I'll just show you quickly some of the games that I've managed to gather so far. So you've got Zelda, Wind Waker, you've got Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U, you've got Mario Brothers U, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, Super Mario 3D World, and Nintendo Land. So I mean, they keep you busy. You know, grab another controller, you've got multiplayer anyway. The downside to Super Smash Brothers, which really threw me off, with this basic Nintendo model, you're not even getting the 8 gig that it says. You're getting about 3 or 4 gig, and it weren't enough to install sort of Super Smash Brothers. So I've actually had to attach an external hard drive. So it's worth considering the black 32 gig model, really, if you're going to play Super Smash Brothers. If you don't want to invest, or you haven't got one available of an external hard drive, thankfully I had spare ones lying around, so the cost didn't increase. But yeah, so if you're going to be playing Super Smash Brothers and you haven't got an external hard drive, I'd say grab the black model, because you're getting that extra storage. It will definitely be needed.